What's up everyone, Marco here for another finger picking lesson. Today I want to share with you this trick that I really like to use a lot, okay? We are going to play a finger picking pattern on 4 strings, but with 3 fingers only, okay? And what that means is we are going to leave out the ring finger and we're only going to be plucking with 3 fingers. And the thumb will be plucking 2 strings. So we're going to be basically jumping with the thumb on 2 strings. And what that does, it really adds a lot of rhythm and bounce to what you play, okay? Now we're going to use beautiful chord progression as well, so I'm sure you're going to love this exercise. Remember that you can get the tab as well as the video with the tab on screen. Check my Patreon page. And also consider subscribe to this channel if you really like finger picking guitar and you want to learn more every day, okay? So let's get started, guys. We're going to roll the exercise. Enjoy, and I'll see you on the other side. Alright guys, let's start with the chords, okay? Now we're gonna have a bunch of chords. We're in the key of G major. We have G, C over G, which is a C major with the G on the bass, and back to the G major, okay? We're gonna repeat that twice. And then we're gonna be playing an E minor 6, and back to the E minor, okay? Very simple chord. And then a D major, a C major, and an E minor with different voicing, and we're gonna be playing a bunch of phrases, okay? Now let me quickly also show you the picking pattern, okay? Now we have different things here. We're gonna be playing an arpeggio, and then a phrase. Okay. Now the arpeggio here is based on this movement. Now I'm playing the first chord, which is the E string fret 3, the D and the G and the B open string. Okay. Now what I'm doing here, I am plucking the B string always with the middle and the G string always with the index. Okay, this never change. And the thumb is going to be plucking the 6th and the 4th. And then I'm playing the B string, the G string, the D string, and the G string again, okay? So I have E string, D string, B string, G string, D, and back to the G. It's a beautiful picking pattern even when you play it slowly. Okay, now let's check the chords. Now let's put it together, guys. First chord, G major, okay? So E string fret number 3, and then D, G, and B open. Then we're gonna be playing a C over G, and I'm gonna keep the E string the same here, and then I'm playing the D string fret number 2, the G string open, and the B string fret number 1, okay? Just like playing a C major chord, but with the G on the bass, and I'm playing exactly the same picking pattern. I'm not changing anything, yeah? 6, 5, 2, 3, 4, 3. And then I go back to the G major. So I have 3 chords and then 1 phrase. Okay? Now the phrase starts like this. You play the bass note, which is the E string fret 3 with the thumb, and then you play the B string fret number 1, pull off and play B, and then the G string fret number 2, G open, the D string fret number 4 and fret number 2, okay, and open. So now I'm playing a pull off between the C and the B, and then I'm plucking with the index, middle, and the 4th string fret number 4, fret number 2, and then a pull off on the D, okay? So try to hold the bass note down, okay, as you play the melody. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna play again the 3 chords. But after that, rather than play the melody, the phrase, we're gonna play a passing chord, okay, which is going to be the G and D over F sharp. So I'm playing simultaneously the E string fret 3 and the G and the B open, okay, and then I'm playing the E string fret number 2 and the G string fret number 2, okay, simultaneously with thumb and index, okay. So the first section, the first G chord idea is sound like this. Now the next chord is the E minor. Let's check it out. Now the good thing about this E minor chord is the fact that we're going to use the same picking pattern, okay, and the phrase is the same. So so what are we playing? Low E string, D string fret 2, G string open, and B string open, okay? Same picking pattern, guys. 6th, 4th, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 3rd, okay? Then I change chord. I'm gonna add the B string fret number 1, okay, which is the same picking pattern, and then back to the E minor. Okay, and then I'm gonna play the phrase. The phrase, guys, is exactly the same phrase that we play on the G major, but this time we actually play in the 6th open string, so the E open string as the bass note. So I pluck the 6th string, and then I play the same phrase. Okay, you already learned it when you were playing the G major chord. Okay, so E minor, E minor 6, E minor, E minor, E minor 6, E minor. Then we have a passing chord, E minor, which I'm plucking low E, G, and B open. And then the D major chord, okay, which is the D string open, the G string fret number 2, and the B string fret number 3, plucking simultaneously with thumb, index, and middle. And I'm gonna be playing now a C major chord, okay? So practice the E minor chord and then move on to the C when you feel ready. Now the C major is very simple chord, is just like a basic C major. We're playing the A string fret number 3, the B string fret number 1, and I'm also playing the G string, the 3rd string open, and the E string open, okay? Now the arpeggio is the same with the exception that we are actually playing the 5th string with the thumb, and then the 3rd string with the thumb, and then the 1st string, and then the 2nd, and then the 3rd with the thumb, and then the 2nd with the index. So it's the same picking pattern, just on a different set of strings. And I'm gonna be playing 2 C major chords, okay? The first one is this one, and then I'm gonna be playing the E string fret number 3. So I'm changing the voicing, but I'm playing the same picking pattern. Okay, so the C major I have 2 chords. Then I'm gonna be playing an E minor chord, again with 2 different voicings, okay? And I'm playing the low E, the G string, E string, B string, G string, and B string. Then I'll do the same thing but with a different voicing. On the E string I'm playing the fret 3. Okay, so this section is very simple. You had C major, E minor, and then we're gonna have the last section where I'm playing a bunch of lines, okay? Let's check it out. Now the last section is definitely the most challenging, as we're playing 3 different phrases. Okay, and they're pretty challenging here. Now the first one is played in position 1. They're all based on the D major chord, okay? So what I'll do, I'll play basically the D open string, okay? And then I'm gonna be playing the E string fret number 2, pull off, and then the B string fret number 3, 1, pull off, the G string fret number 2, and the G open. It's 8 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The second note is played with the pull off, so I'm not plucking the string. And the 1, 2, 3, 4, the fifth note is played with the pull off, so I'm not plucking the strings. And I'm plucking with thumb, middle, pull off, index, middle, pull off, index, middle. Okay? Now the second phrase is the same structure, okay, the same shape, but I'm changing frets here. And it's kind of the same pattern. I have a note, a pull off, note, note, pull off, okay? And then note and note. It's pretty stretchy here. I play the 4th string, and then on the E string I'm playing the fret number 5 and then 3. And then on the B string I'm playing the fret 7, 5 and then 3. And on the G string I'm playing the fret number 5 and the fret number 4. Okay, it's kind of pretty stretchy. And I have 2 pull-offs. One here and one here. Okay? So that's the second phrase. So now the third phrase is hip, position 7. Okay, and I'm playing the D string as well, and then I have the E string fret number 8 and 7 with a pull off, the B string fret number 10, 8, and a slide back with the index finger to fret 7. I'm not plucking the fret 7 again, and then the G string fret number 9 and fret number 7. Plucking is always the same, guys. He's always alternating, starting with the middle without playing the slide and the pull off. And I finish with the E string fret number 10, which is a D note. Okay. And I finish with a beautiful G major chord. Okay, so fret 3 and fret 3 on the E string, 2nd and 3rd open. Guys, it's an awesome way to really add low rhythm to your chord progressions. Okay, now it doesn't have to be that difficult, it doesn't have to be that fast, it could be slow and on any chords. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and I'll see you next time.